What's up, guys? It's Bye here, and welcome to another Rise of Kingdoms video, the Commander series. In this series, I will go over each commander one by one. I will tell you everything you need to know about the commander, overall score, strength and weaknesses, minimal requirement to be usable, talent tree, best possible commander pairing, and my final thought on the commander. Uh, since my new account in Kingdom 1851 will start KVK Season 1 very soon, I will be making a couple video on some of the epic commanders that I think can be very good on the open field. For today's video, I will be featuring Sun Tzu, the tactical genius. Sun Tzu is by far the best and most versatile epic commander in Rise of Kingdoms right now. So let's start right into it with his overall score. For his attack, I gave him 6 points. For his defense, I gave him 3 points, and for support, he has 0 points. So he had a total score of 9, a very high score for an epic commander. If you're interested to know how I come up with this score, you can watch my infantry commander breakdown video where I break down his skill and assign him the overall score. The link for that video will be in the description box. So what are Sun Tzu's strengths and weaknesses? Strength, he is a very well-rounded and versatile commander with very high AoE skill damages. His AoE skill damage also does not get reduced by the number of target hits. So if you read to his active skill, it doesn't say anywhere in the description that the more number of target his skill hit, the lesser the damage he will deal. I also tested it out, and I can confirm with you guys that his skill does not get reduced by the number of target the AoE skill damage hits. So if say you deal 1,000 skill damage for one target, if you hit 5 targets, you also deal 1,000 for each of those 5 targets. Unlike other commander like YSG, where it's a damage dealt to each target will reduce by 15% for each additional target. Or Berber also has a similar text. Reduce current target Mars. Nope. So he doesn't have the reduce. So Epic Commander doesn't have the number of target reducing Mermat. Yep. So same thing for Mermat. Damage dealt for each target will be reduced by 15% for each additional target. So some commander with AoE skill damage, their damage got reduced the more targets they hit. It's not the case for Sun Tzu. He also had a very decent amount of defense stats. You can see right here, damage taken reduced by 10%, infantry health bonus by 10%. So zip damage taken reduced by 10%. It worked for all troop type. He also has it increased skill damage by 20%. It also worked for all troop type as well. So these chooses two of these skills as the reason why he is so versatile, because both of these skills work for all troop types. So he can be paired with any of the commander from cavalry commander or archer commander as well, because these skills just work for any of the commanders or any troop type. He is also a garrison commander. He has garrison skill, so he can still do very well. So I've been playing this game for more than 600 days, and I still use him as one of my garrison commander. So like a very decent, solid garrison commander. Yes, you can see like I'm still using him as garrison commander, even though I have other option like legendary commander option. I am still using him as I think he is very decent at garrison. See, you see, he worked really well with YSG because both commander have very high skill damage, and both have a skill damage boost, which kind of like work very good together, like good synergy there from two commanders. His weaknesses. Let's go to Sun Tzu weaknesses. To be honest, Sun Tzu is a pretty well-rounded epic commander. Like if I had to come up with one thing for his weaknesses, I would have to say that he lacks the mobility for an infantry commander. Uh, Not a lot of march speed in his march. Other than that, he's a well-rounded commander. Like good skill damages, good defense. Um, to be honest, he's just a very good epic commander. I just can't come up with any other weaknesses that he might have. Um, Sun Tzu is definitely one of the commanders that everybody should max out first, especially for a beginner. He's just very versatile and he can use for pretty much everything. Um, so for commander pairing, um, like a good pairing for him, like troops, the best option for him would be Richer and Sun Tzu, very tanky, good AoE damages, or Charm Mattel and Sun Tzu. Same thing, tanky, very good amount of AoE damages. For epic pairing, you can use Sun Tzu and Yuji Moondog, two infantry commander together. Very decent stat boost there for infantry. You can also using Sun Tzu and Osman. Osman have very high skill damage, which can be benefit from Sun Tzu's 20% skill damage boost. And Osman also can bring in a troop capacity. So you can have a bigger march, you can deal more damages. So that a two good pairing for epic commanders. And let's say if you use like a different troop type like cavalry or archer, you can also use Sun Tzu as a second commander as well. For example, you can use Berber as primary and you can use Sun Tzu as secondary. A very good amount of AoE damage there from both commanders. Sun Tzu can bring in that 10% damage reductions, which can provide more tankiness. The skill damage, 20% skill damage, boosts both Sun Tzu and Berber skill damages. Or for Archer, you can use Kusunoki as a primary for Archer, and then you can use Sun Tzu as secondary commander. Similar to Berber, Sun Tzu just work for very well. Good synergy there because the 20% skill damage, it can boost Kusunoki's skill damage as well. Or you can also use Herman as a primary and Sun Tzu as secondary. It's your choice. A very solid march. So I hope this video gave you a bit more information about Sun Tzu. He is by far my favorite epic commander, and I hope you can give him a try if you have not using him. You won't regret investing a sculpture on him to make him expertise. Thanks for watching, guys.